name is Felicia Wright, and this is the Go Rogue podcast. Do you feel stuck? Does every day feel like Groundhog's Day? Well, I'm here to tell you it's time to take charge of your life and know that you are meant for more than this. It's time to go rogue. This podcast is for people that are ready to say enough is enough and discover their new normal with entrepreneurship. Get ready because your rogue journey starts now. Let's get into it. Hello and welcome to the Go Rogue podcast. This is episode 32, and today we're going to be talking about what you want to do and what the things that you can do and the type of online business that you can create. The two that I really want to go over. So welcome. Before I dive on in, I want to let you know that the babies are in the other room and they are loud. So you might hear a little bit in the background. Here in sunny Nevada, it is dreary and raining actually. So the kids are a little cooped up and got a little, what's that called? Cabin fever. But we are going to make this work. So I hope you're doing great out there. So I really wanted to go over, two different online business models that you could do from home. And what prompted this episode is that if you are not aware, when at the time of this recording, we are in the middle of a partial government shutdown, and I don't think I've ever talked about it, but my husband, he works for TSA, so he is in no pay land at the moment. Thankfully, I was able to pick up extra clients, so my family's not struggling, so that's good. But there's a lot of families out there that are. So if you follow me on social media, just recently, actually yesterday, from when I recorded this, I created a group for people that are furloughed or affected by the furlough. And right now I'm doing trainings in there on how to create your kind of like a side hustle online, either working virtually or with people. And I also have a hire form, and I'll put that in the show notes too, a hire form for people that are looking to hire with anything. Maybe you're looking for a photographer, or you're looking for a virtual assistant. It could be anything. If you're looking for somebody to help you with like plumbing or something, please fill out the hire form, and I will share that with my community of people that have been affected by the furlough. So it's all about connecting people affected by this with people that are hiring to really help out these families. So if you are hiring, please check out that hire form in the show notes. Or if you are a furloughed worker, please head over to that group, because I am sharing all those job postings within that group. And I'm really excited because I was actually able to get 5 job postings within 24 hours. So it may not sound like a lot, but it's a little bit of something. So I invite you to those groups. And again, it's going to be in the show notes. So I wanted to go over all that because within that group, there's people I'm sharing with them that they can start to leverage their skills and make some money on the side. So the two business models online I really wanted to go over for the purpose of this podcast and this episode is that they're service-based and product-based. So let's go over service-based first, because that is primarily my offerings right now, and I want to share my experience, and then I'll share my experience with product-based businesses online. So I started out as a freelancer service-based. So that means I provided a service to business owners that needed it. Now, if you're providing a service-based business, it doesn't even necessarily have to be targeted toward business owners. So I started out in the social media freelancing space. So I manage social media for clients. And then I started to specialize in Facebook ads. And I took the time to learn. So when people are getting started, a lot of people tell me, they're like, well, I have no idea how to even do any of that stuff. And I completely understand, because I felt the exact same way. I was like, well, I don't know how to do anything. But I want you to realize if you're thinking that that's just simply not true, you do know how to do things. But it's hard for me to tell you that because I thought the same thing. So when I started with social media, I actually found a course online that helped me learn all about social media. And then when I was ready to venture into Facebook ads, I found another course online, and then I took those two courses, and then I just got started. So if you were thinking about doing some kind of service-based business, find something that you love, and if you don't know how to do it, there's resources out there on how to learn. So the best resource is YouTube. YouTube has so much information out there. It's kind of crazy. You can learn almost anything on YouTube. But even if YouTube doesn't cut it, there's other business owners offering courses that will teach you exactly what you want to learn. At one point in time, I took some classes on Skillshare. And they have all sorts of classes on all sorts of things. So Skillshare was another one. And I know LinkedIn has courses on things. So if you want to start a service-based business, say, and you want to do it virtually, but you're just trying to figure out how to do exactly what you want, definitely start to explore the opportunities that are out there to learn, because there's plenty. You just have to look. So I took a social media course. I've seen digital marketing courses, virtual assistant courses, how to play the piano courses. Like it's out there if you're willing to look for it. And even the service base spans beyond some of the things that I was talking about. So the things that I've been talking about and where my experience lies is where you're working with business owners, but say you don't want to work with business owners. Say you just want to work with everyday people. I knew a teacher that used to, was a photographer on the side, and she would take family portraits around the holidays. That's a service-based business. You're going out and taking pictures for people and editing them and giving them to them. So think about what you like to do and what you know, or if you don't know it, think about what you want to know, and then just start going down that path of trying out different things, because there's so many different options out there for you. It's kind of crazy. Like once you start to look, you're like, whoa, it's a whole world that you don't even know existed. I know that's how I felt. I was like, I had no idea any of this existed. How could I not know? You just have to do a little digging and then you'll find it. So that's the first model I really want to go over, service-based. I think service-based is the easiest way to go in the very beginning because you already have the skills more than likely. So you can just start marketing your skills and get going way, way faster. So let's talk about product-based businesses. So I know initially when I heard of a product, I'm like, oh, like, you know, like a teddy bear. I made a teddy bear, or I made a cup or something. So that is the case, but there's also like digital products that you could be selling. So a course, so the courses that I talked about, like on social media, virtual assistants, those are digital products that people sell. And that's more of a passive way to earn an income. And the reason why I say the service base is quicker, because with digital products, you're going to have to take the time to put the product together. So if you want to put together a course on how to play the guitar, you can do that. And if you can grind it out and get it done in a night or two or a week, more power to you. I know a lot of people can't. I can't if I'm feeling extremely motivated, but that's not every day. So product-based business, it does take a little bit longer, but it doesn't have to take that long, to be honest with you. It really doesn't. So product-based business, the biggest benefit is that once you put all that work up front, once it's done, then you just focus on marketing the product and selling it. All the work, all the hard work is on the front end of developing it. And then the back end, you're just really marketing it to people. So whether you're making a physical product or a digital product, that's another type of business that you can go into. when it comes to online businesses. And most people have a service-based business, but they also mix it with some digital products as well. So you're just really, in both instances, leveraging what you know and selling it to people. Because there's people that want to know. And I know I get caught up in this all the time. And I have friends that get caught up in this. And it's really funny because we give each other the same advice, but we can't seem to take our own advice. It's that the things that we know, it feels so simple to us that it's almost like, well, can I even charge for this? Because it's so simple. But here's the thing, it's not simple for other people. I guarantee it's not simple for other people. I was going through Canva with a client recently. And if you don't know what Canva is a program where you can make social media graphics and just any kind of cute memes, graphics, things of that nature. So I was going through it with a client, and I was moving fast too because I'm just in Canva all the time. And she looked at me, she's like, girl, you need to slow way down. I don't even know how you got here. I was like, what? And I thought you had experience with this. She's like, I do, but I don't know how to use it. And I was just kind of taken aback. I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like, I just thought everybody knew Canva the way I do. And she's like, no, I think it's extremely confusing. And it reminded me of when I first dove into Canva about a year and a half, 2 years ago. And I remember being lost for a little bit of time, and I learned it pretty fast, but I remember what it was like to be lost in Canva. And I just kind of forgot that even though it's easy for me, it's not necessarily easy for other people. And the same thing goes for me. Like, I think, while I can write, like blogs and stuff like that, it's not my favorite thing to do. It's like pulling teeth. It takes me way longer than it should because it's just not something I enjoy doing, and it just doesn't come easy to me. And I have a sister that she's a writer, and she'll ask me like, Felicia, why is this taking you so long? I was like, because I don't want to do it, and I think it's hard. And she thinks it's just so incredibly simple and easy that she's looking at me sideways like, get your life together. So when it comes to service-based and products, if you're thinking that your knowledge and stuff is too simple, I guarantee it is not too simple. What you know is something that somebody wishes they knew and are willing to pay you for it. So really start to think about that, and just realize that what you know can be leveraged and monetized. And if you are thinking, well, I can't charge people, it's just an energy exchange. Like, they are excited to pay you because they want the skill set that you have. So if you have a negative mindset around selling and stuff like that, just go ahead and get that out of your head now. I give you permission. And just know that people are excited to work with you because of your skill set. So I hope that was helpful. Again, if you are getting started, head over to social media and let me know what stage are you at and what you're thinking. Are you thinking product-based or service-based? And if you are looking to hire for anything, and it doesn't matter where you're located, because there are furloughed workers and exempt workers all over the country, please consider filling out the hire form for those furloughed workers, because I am connecting the hire form with those workers, and hopefully we can help a family put an extra couple dollars in their pocket. It doesn't have to be a gig that's like $3,000. It could be a gig that's like $100. Like, maybe you need help with your plumbing. So go ahead and fill out that hire form. It will be in the show notes. Also, I wanted to say that if you are struggling to figure out what to do, whether service-based, product-based, and you just don't know what your purpose is, I want to invite you to sign up for my free 4-day video series. It will help you do just that. It's called the Finding Your Purpose Journey, and you can check that out. That's in the show notes. You can find it at bit.ly/yourpurposejourney and get started. So thank you so much for listening. Definitely head over to social media and say hello. You can find me at heyfeliciawright.com heyfeliciawright.com, and my handles on Facebook and Instagram are just Hey Felicia Wright. So head over there and come say hello. So I hope you are having an amazing day, and I'll talk to you next time.